So our first little pre-reading skill is print motivation. And all that means is that your child thinks that books are fun and that they're enjoyable, right? So I'm going to show you a fact. This was done by Jim Trelease. So he asked all these kindergartners, he said, how many of you want to go home and read after school? And 100% of them raised their hand. They thought reading was so fun, they were excited to do it. When he asked fourth graders, it dropped to 54%. Eighth graders, it dropped to 30%. And by the senior year of high school, it was only 19% of kids that wanted to go home and read after school. This drop is between kindergarten and fourth grade. From 100% to 54%. That's a huge decline. Our fourth graders are pretty proficient readers, and so we kind of shoo them away. Go do your homework, go whatever. You know, you'll have to read your own bedtime story. And so we kind of write them off because they're able to do it, but it's our job as parents to make sure that reading is fun. And so we need to be reading to our kids until they leave our house. I remember in high school, my dad would save newspaper articles and stuff for me for whatever I was interested in. And so that was kind of our time, but it also showed me that reading was important to him and to me. So find something that your child is interested in. Or you could do like encyclopedias. These have tons of different topics. I really love the Usborne ones, obviously, but they have colorful backgrounds, really great information. And then they have little bite-sized chunks of information. So my kids will say, well, why does it rain? Why does this? Whatever the reason is, and we can come look it up in here. So when you're thinking of books, don't forget to go to nonfiction too. Just find whatever they're interested in, and by you making that effort to look into things that they're interested in, you'll show them that books are fun. I also like things like this, like our story of inventions. Shows you like how denim was made and how Velcro was created, you know, fun things like that. You can also try like big story books and stuff, like illustrated stories where they have a bunch of stories in each one, or you can do different chapter books. So at our house, have books that we read with each of our kids. So you know, like this one is a really fun one. It's called Olga de Polga, and I've read it with my 6-year-old, and it's really fun because it's our time. Nobody else gets to read this book but me and her. And then there's books that my husband reads with my 4th grader. And so we each have books with each child, and they really look forward to that time. So that's going to help them with that print motivation, remembering that books are fun and keeping them interested in reading them.